Hi everybody, it's Correct Fitness Coordinator Jackie O'Doherty. I'm so happy to bring you this video today. This is requested by Mary Bear Shannon at the library. Thank you so much for inviting me to do this video for the library patrons and for everybody in Haverford Township. And so this video is to help people exercise at home. We're all a little cooped up right now, and how can we use these hours to really bring ourselves into possibly the best fitness shape of our life? And so we do that by first thinking about, what do I have around the home, what space is available to me, and what can I begin to train my body to do. So the four things to keep in mind is that there are four basic movements in the human body. Now these are basic. So when you're thinking about exercising, you're always thinking about lifting, pressing, pulling, and pushing. So those four movements, pulling, pushing, lifting, pressing, are very, very important concepts to keep in mind whenever you're working out, because you've got lift, and lifting overhead, and you've got pressing down, and then you've got pulling toward you, and you've got pushing away. And when you take those across several muscle groups, you could be pulling, you could be pushing, you could be lowering down with a squat and pushing up with your legs. When you're climbing stairs, climbing is also a series of pulling and pushing. So these are the concepts to just keep in mind when you're exercising at home. You also want to think about engaging your core, and you want to think about some flexibility training too. So with all that combined, right now, you can even start to gain your own insights as to how to build your own program at home. And so now I'm going to move on to how to use different things around the house to get you those basic movements, those basic exercises, so that we can get you moving through quarantine. Okay? Okay, everyone, so let's go through those basic movements again, and I'm going to show you how to use household items in order to use for weights. So when you talk about a basic bicep curl, you're looking at right here, arms right next to you, upper arms pressed into the ribs, and you're just moving your forearms. To press overhead, you turn your palms away from you and press overhead. Soup cans are great. Now, you might see this, there's been tons of articles. You see how to use soup cans and milk jugs to do your home fitness routine. Well, how do you use a soup can to work out with? And it's just simply weights in the hand and you're pulling up. Now, here's a little trick. You're going to think about pulling up, and you're squeezing at the top of the contraction, and even think about your pinky and turn your pinky slightly in towards you and really feel like you're moving your wrist as close to your shoulder as you can and down. Okay, so if you're really squeezing at the top of the contraction, you're going to feel this in the muscle. You can also hold halfway up, and you can just pulse right here. To lift it over the head, again, turning the palms away and lifting up overhead. Remember to engage your core. There we go. And then these weights are very, very light. You might have to do a lot of repetitions, but here's a great one. Place the hands right here and then pull downward, like you're pulling down, and it's like your shoulder blades are pulling down your back. So you want to feel this right in back of the armpit, and this works on your shoulder stabilization. So this exercise is very, very good for the shoulders. So thinking of pressing up and pulling down. So you're actively using those muscles for shoulder stabilization. Great. Bring it back in and curl down. So another way that you can use your soup cans is you can place your arms outward. This one, thank you very much to our bar instructor, Debbie Saldana. She does this every week in class. You can place your feet together, just like a dancer. Pull your hips underneath of you and pull your shoulders down from your ears and just hold, supporting the weight in each hand. Palm is up. Right? And you'll feel this in a few minutes. You'll feel what this does to your posture muscles. And you can see how dancers use this exercise to really build strength in their arms and their back. And then you're going to pulse in and out just a little bit. And in no time, you're going to feel the effects on your shoulders, your arms, and your back. Okay, great. So bring that back in nice and safe. arms into the sides, and then you can place your soup cans down. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Next one is milk jugs or water jugs. So these are absolutely my favorite to work out with. The hand just fits so nicely right into the handle right here. And if you have two of them, you can do the weightlifting, feet wide apart, hips underneath, shoulders back. Engage your core. Your core will probably automatically engage as soon as you put any weight in each hand. You'll really feel it. You can pull the weights up towards you with your hand in this position. This is called hammer fist. And you can lift just like that. The wonderful thing about this is that you can also, because of the weight distribution, you can turn palms facing forward and you can lift up and down just like this. Same thing, stabilize your upper arm to your ribs like you've got glue on your upper arms and your arms are glued to your ribs. Pulling in, again, engaging those abs. For pressing overhead, I don't recommend that for water jugs just because of the weight displacement. So those are really, really good for curls. You can also turn to the side and press in a tricep press, pushing back. You can do this with the soup cans too. I forgot to do this one with the soup cans. But with the soup cans, you're going to turn palms outward and lift. Here, again, you're in hammer fist, squeezing the back of the arm and tightening the back of the arm. Okay, so that's how you use your milk jugs, your water jugs for working out. Last one, and probably my favorite, if you don't have a medicine ball at home, use a sack of potatoes. So I've got a 5-pound sack of potatoes right here. And this is fantastic because, again, just like water, potatoes will move around inside the bag. And the sound of the bag is probably doing wonders for the microphone right now. But what's going to happen is that you'll feel the potatoes shifting around, which means that your muscles are going to have to adjust to balance the weight. And that's very, very good. That's a different kind of muscle contraction. So you can hand this back and forth, one hand to the other. You can do squats with it. Remember, knees over toes, push your tailbone back, keep your chest lifted, and you can even add a little throw in the air. And you'll feel what this does to the shoulders, to the stomach. And it's a lot of fun. The last thing that you can do with the potato sack is you can do Russian twists with it. And you can come up with your own. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Here we go. And touch to one hip and to the other. You're angling your upper body back slightly. And you're just touching side to side with the sack of potatoes. How about that? Okay, everybody. So that is how you use your household items. You want to think about lifting, pulling, pushing, pressing, and that's where to start. Those are your basics. You'll find that you'll get out of breath very quickly if you really focus and concentrate and have fun. Thanks, everybody. Okay, everyone, so now we're going to talk about how to work out at home with furniture and stairs. So this is something that you are going to need an armchair for. You could use just a regular dining room chair with arms for this one. If you don't have an armchair, then you can always use the seat for the exercises that I'm going to show. Even if you have a wider armchair, and I don't know if we can get this chair in for a second here, but this chair has wider, a wider set of arms. This will also work. You just want to use the arms of the chair and not the soft cushion. This is a harder seat, so it's much easier to work with for exercising. So one of the first things that you can do with a chair is you can do a basic plank. You can work into a basic plank with this particular kind of chair. placing your hands on the arms and walking your feet back just until you feel your abdominal muscles engage. Now, if that's right here, you can have a little bit of a bend at your hips. If you can try to go completely straight and pull your shoulders back so that you're a nice straight line from the top of your head to the base of your heels. This is what you're going for, and this will really engage the abdominal muscles. So anything that you do in regular plank that you would do on the floor, if you can't get to the floor, it's great to use the chair. You can lift your knees one at a time towards your chest, and you'll feel your abdominal muscles engaging through that. You can do a slight bend in the elbows and then press yourself back up and challenge yourself. See if you can get up to 10, maybe 12 repetitions, or maybe see if you can just hold yourself in the position for about 30 seconds and work up to that. It's important to place yourself in the challenge and never force anything. Another thing that you can do with the chair is you can practice the pressing movement. So grab hold firmly to the arms of the chair and press yourself. Keep your shoulders down from your ears, engage your back muscles, and see like you're pushing yourself up off of the seat. And hold, and then slowly lower yourself back down. If that's very, very easy for you and you can hold yourself, again, engage those abdominal muscles, go up on your toes, hold, and then see if you can lift one leg straight in front of you and hold. Great, place it down, and then the other side. Oh, it really, really challenges that stabilizing force and those pressing muscles through the shoulder girdle. Okay, so these are wonderful examples of how to use the chair. The other thing that you can do is, if you want to challenge yourself even more, place your hands on the seat of the chair, as long as it's not too soft of a seat, and you can hold in plank there as well. Okay. Oh, and another way that you can challenge yourself in plank on the chair is feet back, hold those shoulders back, that head up, and then you can extend your leg and back, just lifting using the glute. So in other words, you're not using your back muscles to do this. You're just holding, supporting your back nice and straight, and then lift using your hip muscles. Lift and hold. And then when you're ready, switch sides and hold. Great. Okay. So then the next set of exercises that we're going to do is standing in back of the chair. So I'm going to move this over here. Oh, I'm going to turn around. Okay. Hold on to the back of the chair. Now this is for your calf muscles. So you're going to rock back and forth, back on your heels, up on your toes. And you'll feel this in your calves. Now, normally when you see people doing a calf workout, you more normally see them just doing the calf raises. And calf raises are very important, but it's important also to be able to lift our toes. You've got to get the front of the tibia right here, the tibialis anterior. Such an important muscle, especially for being able to walk with a spring in your step your whole life. So make sure you lift your toes and your heels. And this nice rocking motion is really good. I know we're all doing a lot of walking lately, but if it's a rainy day and you haven't done much walking, make sure you do your rocking with your feet, because that helps develop the muscles for strong walking. Great. And then rest. And now we're just going to pull up on the toes. Just lift the toes. So you do that 10 times. Just kind of bending and straightening the knees with it as you lift. Great. And then come up on your toes. Lifting your heels as high as you can. See if you can balance. See if you can tap and release from the chair. Oh, great. Can you lift your arms over your head? Practice reaching that top shelf. Great. And then slowly lower your feet down. Good. So you can also hold on to the chair, bend the supporting leg, lift a leg and back, and you can do leg lifts just like this, strengthening and supporting through the hip muscles here. Great. When you're ready, go ahead and switch. So lots that you can do holding on to the back of the chair. Good. When I talk about those pushing muscles, the pushing muscles with the legs, you can lift up and you can push your heel back and then lift the knee up and push your heel back. So this is a really, really good one. And then slowly see if you can just do it without your hands, or maybe holding on with one finger. And when you're ready, switch sides. Push. And you want to feel like you're pushing through the heel, like you're stamping the wall in back of you. Push. Good. See if you can let go. Is your supporting leg bent? Good job. Let's do one more. Very nice. And rest. Okay. One more thing I'm going to show with the chair is how to then, especially after doing a workout around your chair, you might feel like your low back kind of gets a little tight. So a wonderful thing to do is sit down in the chair, and then, I'm going to move the microphone, and you're going to press your lower back to the back of the chair. You can place your hands right on your abdomen. Take a nice deep breath, and using your stomach muscles, push your lower back to the back of the chair, and you'll feel your lower back have a good stretch. Take a deep breath in, big belly breath in, relax, and then exhale all the air out. Tighten your stomach muscles and press your lower back to the chair. If you want to do this with your hands on the arms of the chair, that's fine too. Just make sure you press, active, push the lower back to the back of the chair and relax. Do that as many times as you like. We're going to stretch in the chair a little bit now. You can always round the back forward, stretching out your whole back. You can interlace your fingers and stretch downward. And every time you come up, make sure you come up one vertebrae at a time to lift and sit tall in the chair. Scoot yourself forward. You can always do a hamstring stretch in the chair. Flex your foot back and pull your shoulders back. Lift your chest. Place your hand on your other leg, the other bent leg, and reach your arm forward. And you're going to reach as if you're bringing your chest forward. So you're going to follow your hand forward, and you'll really feel the stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Your tailbone is pushing back, and the back of your leg is lengthening. Great. And when you're ready, slowly bring yourself back into sitting position. Bend the leg. Let's do it with the other one. You're scooted to the edge of your chair as you're doing this exercise. Arm comes forward, tailbone is back, chest is lifted, and then follow the hand directly straight forward and feel that good stretch in the back of the leg. Take some nice deep breaths. Good job. And bring it back. Okay. So those are some ideas for working out with the chair, and the stairs are next. Okay, everyone, so the stairs are a wonderful thing to use to exercise. I'm just going to show you some basic movements that you can do on your stairs at home. Some of them you could do with any staircase. On others, you're going to have to make sure that the step is deep enough for you to place your foot on. So always safety first, and again, you're always thinking about where the space that you have to work with in your own body and judging what's safe for you to do. So the first exercise we're going to do is a tap down. So you're going to hold on to the banister or to the wall and place one foot at the edge of the stairs so that the other foot can hang over, and you're going to tap down, tap, and bring it back up. This particular movement for your supporting leg is, so some of you may have done this in therapy if you ever had to recover from a leg injury or a hip injury, and it helps you get strong muscles for descending the stairs, right? So you're going to do a few on one side, turn around, make sure you have something to hold on to on the other side as well, and then tap downs on the other side. Good. And if you can't tap all the way down, that's okay. You just bend that supporting leg just to where you feel it, feeling the muscles engage. Make sure your knee is bending over your toe. Nice and easy. Great. And rest. Okay. Next exercise that you can do. The stairs are great for practicing your planks. They're even better than using the chair if you can, but see what your preference is. You can do planks just like this. You can also do forearm planks. So you can bring your forearms down or up on elbows with your forearms supported by the upper step and hold. And same thing, you can bring your knees up. You can do hip taps. The other great thing, you can turn, do hip taps side to side. I hope you can see me through the banister rails. Okay. And then when you're done, press yourself back on up. Okay, so all variations of plank. You can also stretch on the steps. So what you can do is you can place one leg up, the other leg back, bend the knee, and keep your hips square with the steps, and then lean forward. You're gonna feel a really good stretch. You're gonna feel it possibly in your hamstring, definitely in your hip flexor. And then switch sides. And you're only placing this up as high as it's right for you. Good stretch. Okay, you can do that with a straight leg as well. Straight leg, tailbone back, and lean. Again, use your railing to hold on to. Safety first. Excellent. So the next one I'm going to do is step up and step down. Stepping up and stepping down. We're going to lead with the right foot first. This says you're going to lead up, up, then right foot goes down, left foot goes down. Right, left, up, up, and down, down. Doesn't look like much, but you can turn this into whatever you like, and you can go as briskly as you like. You can really use some jogging arms here. This can be a great exercise for getting your cardio up. And then you're going to lead with the left foot. Left up, right follows, left down, right follows. Left is always leading. And same thing. Bring that up to as fast as you can. If you've got to hold on, that's what it's there for. Great. And rest. Okay. Another great stair exercise. Hip extension. Going to take a step up. And it doesn't matter if you take 2 steps up or 1 step, your choice. So you're going to take a step up, push, lift your foot up, down, and tap. Same side, step, lift, step, down. Step, lift, step, down. Keep it going. Good. Press through that supporting leg, almost to completely straight. Good. And then we're going to do the other side. Here we go. Step up, extend back. Good. Up, lift, step, tap, down, step, lift, step, tap, down. And if you want to, you can take it to 2 stairs. Step, lift, step, down. Again, safety first. You're only taking this to wherever it feels right for you. Good. And done. All right. One more exercise I'm going to show here. Oh, actually 2 more, sorry. But this one is my favorite. It's a bear crawl up the steps. And crawling is such a wonderful exercise to do. It strengthens everything in the body. The reason why we crawl when we're babies is to develop our muscles and our spine for forward locomotion and standing. So crawling is really important whether you do it on the floor or on the stairs. I love it on the stairs because you're going to shift your weight over your shoulders, an oppositional movement, feel right hand move, left foot moves, and then vice versa, all the way up, and then you go all the way down, all the way back down. Okay, so there's a climbing exercise where you're engaging your whole body. Last one, jumping. So this is just like a box jump, same thing. You just set yourself ready. Make sure you can bend your knees over your toes safely for this one. And again, make sure the step is deep enough. Jump yourself up and then back down and up and down. Good. And you'll notice my tailbone is back. Normally I would keep my head up, but I really want to see the step there and make sure I'm hitting the target. Great. You can do that with a landing like this if you have a platform, and I would just stand there and jump up. Unfortunately, if I did that, my back would be to the camera, so I'm just going to use it so you can see me from the side. So those are your exercises that you can do using your staircase and your banister, and I hope you enjoyed it.